lose two of the family members within days of each other.
Oh, very
It's been
sad.
difficult to go in. I don't even know if are jewelry stores open now? Are they regularly
Or do you have to make an
customers?
appointment?
You have to make an appointment? Do you
No,
think?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I do not know.
Did we ever figure out why Marie's lights go bright and dark like that? Or is that just on my computer?
No, it's on all of ours. She's got disco lights going on.
You know, we really do have disco lights in the family room, and I don't know what they were supposed to do, but now specifically Adam and Sophie have discovered them and think they're the coolest things in the world. And when they come over, they turn them on. I don't even remember they're there until they come over and turn them on, and it's like very weird. You can make them all red or all blue.
Oh,
It's like what Mike Wheeler can do at his house with all the lights and stuff.
yeah.
Show News
I
Talk
didn't know how to do it.
Mood lighting.
are.
I've checked everything, and there's absolutely no question. It's Friday!
Hey!
I can't hear anything. There we go. It's Friday. And, if I were king, did you ever play that game? Did you ever say, maybe you guys said if I were queen, but we used to say as kids, if I were king, let me tell you what I would do if I were king. If I were king, I would give us each at least one day a year where we could proclaim it as Friday. Wouldn't that be a nice little mulligan to have in your back pocket that you could say? Is this music really loud right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it wasn't just me going crazy. If you could say, I declare it Friday. If today were not Friday, this is the day I would use my mulligan and declare it Friday. So if it wasn't Friday, I'd have to make it Friday. Do you ever have a day like that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So if I were king, we'd all have at least one day a year like that. And it is Friday, though, so we don't have to use our Friday king gift. It's the 15th of January of 15th day of 2021, of course, with 350 days left in the year. Make each and every day count. Each day is a gift. I'm not kidding. It really is. Marie Osborne just went through the news, and in spite of the news, each day is a gift. Thank you, Marie. We appreciate it. Dana Clark checking traffic
Good
weather
morning.
today, the movies, and anything else that's going on. Thank you, Dana. Brian Morton. Brian Morton is in the Golden Tower of the Fisher Building, wondering why, but there's a reason, Brian. I swear there is. Kim, I haven't checked my phone. I'm sure that Kim is up because she gets up before I do. And, of course, our executive producer holding all of our hands and running the show by the clock, the grandfather's clock. Of course, our executive producer, Ann Thomas. Good Friday morning, Ann.
Good morning, Dub. Happy Friday.
Whee! So what's going on? Anybody bring a little homework to the table, to something they want to talk about, something they want to get off their chest, something they want to clarify, or not? Just want to slip out of here on this Friday.
Mega Millions tonight.
What is it? Is it 700?
$750 million, the fifth largest in lottery history.
That's the
But who's
fifth largest.
counting?
I guess there was a 1.2 or 3 billion at one time. So, but 750 million.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to guess that Ann is walking around going,
Maybe I should play.
that would be a big jackpot.
I'm in.
I don't know.
I'm going to be in on that one.
Not 200 million, not 300 million, not 400 million, 5, 6, but 750 million. Guess
It's
what? I'm going to buy them because where I saw the numbers, because I was up later than all you guys, it said 760.
Oh,
A very special number for those of us who work at this address. 760 on the AM dial. So the amount is 760. So I'm thinking that would be a great story if one of us won.
Mm-hmm. Sure would.
Should
So
we
just
drive around town or drive around the state and buy tickets? And
you
do
have to
Nah.
drive to a small town in Michigan that no one ever heard of,
Mhm.
Right.
That's what I was thinking, Deb.
and then you have the winning ticket.
We got the time. Maybe we ought to think about road trip.
We've got the time. Yes, indeed, we have the time if you've got the beer. Our WJR business here at 542 is underway.
This report is sponsored by Michelin Endurance Silicone Wiper
Buttons
Blades.
aren't working
Upgrade
this morning.
to the wiper
There we
blades
go.
trusted by Rainer Zietlow to break world record. Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades are real-world proven for extreme weather performance that lasts 2 times longer than any other blade. The new Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades, only available at Walmart.
Let's do it. You knew it was coming. It's here. Our WJR traffic and weather first, and Dana Clark.
Right now, Paul W., the roadway's not looking too bad. Traffic First sponsored by Shelving.com. Reorganize your business with Shelving.com's variety of storage products, from transportable in-plant offices to mezzanines that maximize floor space. They're stocked Unirack pallet racking. Also ships within 48 hours. Equip your business with the storage it needs with Shelving.com. Shelving.com. We rack your world. Starting off nice and quiet right now. We are expecting things to change. Rain in some areas. We are seeing a snow mix by about 9 o'clock. So the roadways could get a little dicey. But right now, just construction, 14-mile both directions between Novi Road and M5. That's shut down through early March. Now, WJR Weather First from the Weather Channel, sponsored by Liberty Title, protecting property since 1974. $2 billion a year is lost to cybercrime and identity theft in real estate transactions. Liberty Title insures and secures your closing dollars, now offering creative closing options to keep you safe, including remote online notarization, curbside, and contactless closings. You have a choice. Choose libertytitle.com.
A touch of snow in the forecast, some scattered flurries and snow showers, a little rain mixed in, changing all snow showers as we get into the afternoon. And we actually pick up an inch or two of snowfall in some spots, not looking for big accumulation, but there could be some. So watch yourself as you're traveling out and about this afternoon. We'll head on through the nighttime hours tonight with some flurries and snow showers. After mid and upper 30s today, we'll drop back only into the mid 20s tonight. Saturday and Sunday, some flurries and snow showers, highs in the middle 30s. From the Weather Channel, meteorologist Ray Stage, on News Talk 760 WJR.
At about 40 degrees, I'm going to say, wherever you might be, although within the sound of my voice at this early hour and our 50,000 watts, you might be in Saskatchewan, so I can't say exactly what the temperature is where you are, but here it's about 40. I can also tell you that we have Rush Limbaugh from noon to 3. Generally, that's the plan. And he also stops by first thing in the morning, this Friday morning being no exception, at 5:45. Good morning, Rush.
The rich are in the news. I love when the rich are in the news. New York Governor Cuomo openly worrying that rich New Yorkers have had enough. They won't stay in his high-tax, high-crime state even after the virus fades. Hint, they're already gone, Governor. Apparently, West Coast liberals have the same fear. Democrat lawmaker introduced a bill that would force rich Californians to pay a wealth surtax even if they leave the state. State Assemblyman Bob Bonta wants to levy the additional tax on Californians worth more than $30 million. He claims this would only affect 30,000 people and would supposedly raise $8 billion. The kicker, if rich Californians try to avoid the wealth tax by fleeing, they'd still have to pay the tax for 10 years. The first year after leaving, they'd pay 90% of the tax. The tax would decrease by 10% every year after that. Assemblyman Bonta says that after all, these rich people accumulated their wealth while in California, so why shouldn't California tax them after they leave? What nerve. This brazen plan is theft, it's extortion, it's punishment, all rolled into one. And it's pure socialism, which is what the Democrat Party has become. If you are successful in life, Democrats see you as a target and a suspect. And now they don't even bother trying to hide it. You should try hiding what you have.
Rush Limbaugh, noon to 3, today, right here on WJR.
It is astonishing here as we approach 5:47, having been in Florida, specifically Naples. The real estate market is crazy nuts because the influx of New Yorkers and Californians is mind-boggling. And when they come into a place like Naples, the houses, to a Californian especially, and a New Yorker too, the housing prices are so low, they can't believe what they can buy for the money.
Oh, that's interesting.
And so they are flocking to Florida. And you wonder why. You have seen people over the years that all of a sudden have Florida residency. It's because there's no state income tax also. So for those highfalutin individuals, that's a lot of savings. I go back to Elon Musk, who leaves California because I don't know what the situation is in Texas, but he took, in his case, billions of state tax dollars with him. He used to pay billions, he or his companies. And that's a lot of loss for these states. It's only going to get worse. And overall, even though we don't like to think about it, the amount of money that we've spent on the pandemic is mind-boggling. But you ain't seen nothing yet until you see that President Biden, trying to fix this thing, has unveiled a nearly $2 trillion plan to stem COVID-19 and, in his words, steady the economy. And he very well may need to spend that to do both of those things. But somehow we've forgotten along the way that somebody really will have to pay that price eventually. I know it hasn't been a big deal for a very long time through both the Republican and Democrat administrations. It's as if we don't really think that we have to balance our checkbook like we do at home and say, ooh, boy, we're way over our budget. We can't keep spending money like this. It will eventually come around. I don't know when. It hasn't bothered the last several presidential administrations of both parties, but I'm here to tell you, since we're the ones that pay their bill, that bill's going to have to be paid. Does that make any sense to anybody?
It makes sense, but what do you do right now with so many people struggling and so many businesses closed?
You're hearing the Paul W. Smith Show.
You do what
News Talk
almost said.
760
Gee, we have to open
WJR.
places back up. Astonishingly, places are going to start opening up, and maybe we can salvage some business. Sadly, we've already lost some business that will never come back. We hear about it mostly with the restaurants, but it's everywhere. It's every business has been hurt. Our business has been hurt. Every business has been hurt one way or another. So the President-elect Biden is doing what he feels he has to do. And generally speaking, when you're in Washington, Republican or Democrat, you feel that spending money is what you have to do. But I'm just saying that eventually someone's going to have to pay the piper.
Now,
And
Paul,
we're
speaking
talking
of money,
numbers. Yeah.
speaking of money, we have very important advice from a listener this morning. Eileen says, if you buy lottery tickets, keep the lottery tickets away from the hand sanitizer because it will dissolve the ink.
Oh, my God. Oh, Eileen, I hope that didn't happen to you.
That's really the most important advice of the morning. Lottery tickets and hand sanitizer do not mix.
Can you imagine
No.
sitting there holding your ticket, hearing the numbers being called out, and going, and then when you lift your thumb, 2 numbers are missing?
It's like the Bitcoin story. It would be a disaster.
Right.
Did you read how many millionaires are struggling to find their Bitcoin password? I mean, it's not 1 or 2. We talked about a guy over 200 million that he's going to lose because they're locked out apparently forever. And one of you guys said, well, it could be hackers saying, here, let's just hack in, screw up his password, and we've got the password, we'll get the money. And that's very possible, isn't it? Sounds like it.
All sounds suspicious, doesn't it? Like
It
there's
does.
some kind of fraud going on here.
It's odd that there's no way to retrieve the password, truthfully.
I think it's really odd. Well,
That's strange to me.
Well, that's because I think because people didn't write it down, or
But you can always retrieve your password
Yeah.
somehow, some way.
And have they tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Have they tried that?
Try password.
that
Have they
would
tried
do it.
password?
That would do it. Today is the National bagel day. Who likes bagels? I like them. I don't get them very often, but I like them. I like a bagel
Delish.
with cream cheese, a little smoked salmon or lox. I don't know the difference between smoked salmon and lox, so either one. A slice of good onion. Some of those little green things. What are those little
capers?
Capers. Man, that's a good sandwich.
So good.
Yeah, that is
So
delicious.
tasty.
Sandwich. So today's the day, maybe, to do that. Where do you think the bagel originated?
I want to say New York, but I don't know. Maybe
So
that's,
would New Yorkers.
yeah, that's true. I'm sure. What?
And you know, Ed Koch, who I used to have on my show at WABC, used to swear that the bagels were better in New York City. Why? Because
of the water.
There you go,
Yeah.
Marie.
They boil. You have to boil. That's a weird thing with a bagel. You boil it and then bake it. So it's a strange little process that happens to the.
And they do have good bagels. I'll give them that.
Oh,
do.
they have terrific. Our
But the
daughter.
bagel- Well, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say our daughter who came. She lives in. Well, she now lives in upstate New York, but they came to visit for Christmas, and they ordered. And I can't. She's not up. I would ask her, but they ordered bagels from one of the companies in New York City and had them sent here. So that's what we had Christmas Eve morning for our breakfast. With the lox and the cream cheese. And bagels were just to die for.
They're really good. If they're good bagels, they're really good.
Oh.
The bagel originated in Poland.
Oh.
And it was designed initially for Lent. The name derives from the Yiddish word bengel, meaning ring or bracelet. Now, the hole in the center of the bagel is for multiple bagels to be threaded onto a dowel, a wooden dowel, which allows bakers to transport the bagel more easily. And now you know the rest of the bagel story.
Yeah.
All right, so Emily Gale.
Aloha.
Emily.
God bless you from the Big Island.
Aloha.
We are, just so people know, online and on radio from 5:35 until 6:15 every morning. So you can not only hear us, you can watch us. And Ron Becker asked the question when I said eventually this has to be paid back. Ron says, pay it to who? Interesting question, eh?
Very interesting question. Speaking of food, bagels, Punchki Day is just around the corner.
Is it really that soon? I've lost track of everything.
February 16th. And I received a note the other day from one of the vodka companies. They're making that flavored Punchki.
We had that last year. Remember, they came to the studio.
Distillery. The Detroit Distillery is doing
Yes,
that.
we did have that last year, and I don't remember a thing.
Me either.
And they would like to, this time around, they'd like to drop it off at our houses.
Oh, all right now.
I already responded to my email.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't
get an email.
Me either.
I didn't get a would you like vodka
I'll
email.
take care of you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
Dana, I'll take
Thank you,
Yeah,
Dana.
take
Yes,
care
thank
of
you.
them. I'm Elizabeth Weingart is their person who's doing all that for them. Make sure we'll reach out to her.
The speaking of the 16th of February, 14th is
Valentine's Day.
Oh, they're close this year. Wow, that's a lot of sweets in a couple of days.
well, you can maybe not give sweets because here's a story I've been carrying around. This Valentine's Day, show them you care with a heart-shaped box of cheese.
You don't care that much.
That didn't hit me the way I think they wanted it to.
You don't care about me.
It didn't hit you guys the way they wanted it
I don't
to.
think I would highly guard against that one.
Wisconsin Cheese is giving away 500 heart-shaped boxes full of local cheeses for free this February. Wisconsin called the state of cheese. But we have Tim Conning, for goodness sakes.
No.
Who needs Wisconsin cheese?
No. Chocolate, baby. Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate. We never talked because I was gone or something, but who was here? Ann was here. I don't know who else was here when Tommy Lasorda came into the studio with me. It was Tommy Lasorda, and I don't know who was with him. It could have been Sparky Anderson. It was a pretty special moment. I can picture the studio. I think it was on a different floor than the 8th floor. It could have been on 21 or 22 because we've had studios on there. And they were both in there, and we took pictures and they signed things. But I was sorry to see that Tommy died at 93. Glad he made it to 93, but sorry to see that he died. So, Annie, you weren't there yet either. You probably weren't assigned to the show yet. And that might have been when I was doing Focus. It was probably Focus. It wasn't early morning.
I was on the
Sorry
22nd.
to see.
Well, I was,
I remember when you
Were
started. I was
yeah,
there
too. I was there too.
Yeah, and
When I
Ann,
was 22.
yeah, Ann
What
was
did-
working.
I-
I was working with Ann.
I started it on 21, but
Right.
because as I look at it, I've been with the radio station Associated since 1975, because that's when I graduated from college. And I was in college when I called in to J.P. McCarthy from the Ohio State Michigan game. He had me call in and do a report. One of them I did from my bed when I acted like it was in the parking lot, but that's another story. Probably one that shouldn't be told at 5:58. 5:58.
This report is sponsored by Michelin Endurance Silicone Wiper Blades. Upgrade to the wiper blades trusted by Rainer Zietlow to break world records. Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades are real-world proven for extreme weather performance that lasts 2 times longer than any other blade. The new Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades, only available at Walmart.
And on this Friday morning, we've got it, our WJR traffic and weather first, and Dana Clark.
Right now, not a bad drive out there this Friday morning. Could get a little slippery as we are expecting some raindrops mixed in with snow. But right now, just construction in Novi along 14 Mile between Novi Road and M5 closed there for water main installation through March. Now, WJR weather first from the Weather Channel, sponsored by Gordon Chevrolet. Gordon Chevrolet sign and drive leases starting under $200 on select vehicles, 0% up to 84 months, plus bonus cash, 3 payments of up to $1,000 waived on select vehicles. Ford Road, just west of Merriman and Garden City. GordonChevrolet.com. Gordon Chevrolet, find new roads. We are expecting rain, early snow throughout the afternoon. It's just going to be, a white little dusting on the grassy areas, a high of 39. Tonight, a few clouds, flurries, or snow showers. Low 28 for the weekend. Mostly cloudy on Saturday. A few flurries can't be ruled out, or a shower, a high of 36. And then cloudy skies early, few snow showers developing later in the day on Sunday, also hitting 36. Mostly cloudy, 39 degrees. I'm Dana Clark, WJR News with Marie Osborne in about 1 minute.
Well, Radar's mom, Ann Pisker Albertson, wants us to sign Radar up. I'm assuming that's back on the vodka story.
Yes, I bet it is.
Is Radar old enough to drink?
Yes.
Oh, she is? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's 21. I see.
Just
All right.
made it.
Very good. All right, Ann, we'll make sure we sign Radar up so that maybe some of that special vodka will make it
So
home.
what day is that? We're going to have it on the air? This
I'm sure they'd like us to have it on
the 14th, right? No, the 16th.
16th is
That's
the
Tuesday.
That's that's a
They
fact.
probably want to give it to us before then to promote it
Right.
for that Tuesday.
Right.
They
Right.
ran out of
That's
it last year.
Yeah, to have it. Radar's 33.
Oh my goodness.
We could have it that morning on Tuesday.
Look at Dana
Dana.
is now setting up her
I'm
calendar.
planning it.
Planning the
I'm
vodka
planning
morning.
it. I'm planning my
Trevor, good morning. We never see you at this hour.
He's sitting right here next to me.
Oh, is he?
No, I'm saying that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
When the vodka arrives, all the spouses arrive.
Right.
It's funny.
Well, and we'll have to figure out how to get punchki for you guys, for you
Oh
too.
boy.
Boy,
Yeah, there's a lot of challenges, COVID challenges.
as soon as you said that, I think of the late, great Congressman John Dinkle.
Yeah.
We didn't always agree on the politics, but I agreed that he cared
Great
so
guy.
much for this country. What a great patriot. Of course, Congresswoman Debbie Dinkle has maintained the tradition started by, I wonder if that tradition was started by John's father.
Oh, good question.
I
Maybe.
don't know if I ever asked him that. I don't remember
Oh,
if I ever asked him that.
Mark says use DoorDash for the punchki.
Oh goodness.
Good idea. That's a good idea.
That is a good idea, Mark.
Sigmund of Siegfried and Roy.
Oh,
He passed.
Yeah, he was older than I thought.
Yeah,
Is that the one that got mauled by the tiger?
No, that's the partner. The guy that got mauled by the tiger died earlier.
Oh, okay.
of course.
These guys were
Oh, that's right.
partners on stage and partners off stage.
Oh,
They were
okay.
together forever.
Forever.
They had probably enough plastic surgery between the two of them that because they looked a lot younger.
Yeah.
I have the story in here, but I don't remember what it was. But he's pretty sure he was in his 80s.
Yeah.
Their shows. I got to tell you something. There was a time that was like the biggest show in Vegas, and it was phenomenal. I sat right there and saw tigers appear, white tigers,
Wow.
if I remember, special tigers. Up in the air, there's a cage. There's nothing in it. They put a blanket over it, a thing, and they pull it off, and there's
How do they do that?
a sized tiger up there just over our heads. And I'm going, how in the world did they do that? Then, of course, later, when the one tiger turned on Siegfried or Roy, I think he turned on Roy, I thought, how many near disasters were avoided that none of those tigers ever turned on the audience?
Yeah, true.
There was no big space between you and the tigers that they seem to have complete control over. They still argue that tiger grabbed Roy to save him, is the way Siegfried always said.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that they would not accept that these tigers that they raised from little babies and they lived at their house, walked the grounds of their house, that they never would have turned on them. That the one they kept saying that Roy was stumbled and started to fall, and the tiger was trying to protect him, save him. And unfortunately, when a tiger grabs you, it's not always a great way to be grabbed. There's not a good place on the human body for a tiger to grab you with its mouth to save you.
Ask Joe Exotic.
Remember that one episode where the lions or tigers or whatever they were started attacking him and dragging him across the ground, and then he got away, but he was really mad at his people because no one did anything.
Right, they're like,
it's like when Larry King fell off the stage at the celebration in Chicago for the National Radio Hall of Fame. Nobody got up to help this poor guy. Nobody. He just fell off the stage, and everyone. And his best
you're
friend.
Stunned for a moment. You know what I mean? You're stunned for a moment. Like,
you did I just see him fall off the stage?
Right.
But it was Charlie Steiner, who I used to work with in New York, was getting inducted that year as well. And Larry had introduced him saying, this is one of my best friends in the world. And Charlie was in the middle of his acceptance speech, and Larry leaned down the stairway up against the stage, and it just kind of slowly went out because it wasn't connected to the stage like it should have been.
You know about that.
I do. And he went down. He goes down, and Charlie looks behind him because it made noise, and he looks behind him, and he sees him on the ground, and he goes, that's Larry always trying to steal the spotlight, and went on with his acceptance speech.
Maybe he thought he was joking.
Well, maybe. I mean, when you see an 80-plus-year-old person fall, you better take it seriously.
He said, you're not stealing my 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Speaking of Larry, I think he's doing much better.
Oh, yeah. He has
so many lives. It's unbelievable. I said lives, not lives.
The Paul W. Smith Show. News Talk 760 WJR.
6:06. Good Friday morning to you. It's the 15th day of 2021. That means there are 350 days left in the year. Make each and every day count. Each day is a gift. The team is here. Marie just finished the news. Thank you, Marie Osborne. We appreciate that.
Good morning, everybody.
We've got Dana Clark, who handles our traffic and weather and other special things like today, the movies.
Movies, yay.
What movie? You sent me a note yesterday, or the day before yesterday.
Outside the Wire today on Netflix.
You know anything about it?
I don't.
We'll learn about it.
I do not know, but Greg Russell will be with us, yes.
Greg Russell in the 8 o'clock hour, joining us for that. Brian Morton pressing all the buttons. the wizard behind the black curtain that says WJR, if you're watching on WJR.com or our Facebook page or wherever. And Kim on the road and up and at 'em and sending things along the way. And, of course, Ann Thomas is our executive producer overseeing this entire creation.
Good morning, Dom. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you. Everybody turn their computer off so it doesn't make that noise. Well, mine is off. Okay. Sad news that I saw in some of the reading, getting ready for today. Joanne Rogers, the widow of beloved children's TV host Fred Rogers, has passed away at the age of 92. How long ago did Fred die? 2003.
2003. Wow.
It's in the same story. So rather than
18
make you
years ago.
I can't believe it was that long ago. You know, I look at Marie next to me for people who are watching on the picture, and I know not everybody is. Most people aren't. But she looks like it's an evening at the opera, and I look like it's morning in Duluth.
When they turn the lights on after the club.
Yeah.
That's how you look.
Yeah, it's like, oh!
Oh, I thought I was looking cute till the lights came on.
I was falling asleep.
Do we need more light into the shop?
Oh, there you go. Oh, you have a big old ring light. Now
I'm surprised we haven't seen anybody use their ring light that way, not realizing that there's a camera between them and the ring light. And so I'm just surprised. I bet somewhere there is somebody using their ring light that way.
That's a nice one, Marie.
Nothing but the best.
I see.
Here at the WKR News Bureau North.
You spare no expense.
No expense spared, especially when it's my expense.
So the I don't know why, but so the story here is Michigan, quote, is prepared to respond accordingly if threat is made to state capital. That from the governor. So they're even talking about not waiting until the inauguration. They're talking about trouble this weekend.
No, they're talking about issues this weekend. There is word that on Sunday, perhaps even tomorrow, there will be demonstrations in Lansing. They've built a 6-foot wall. Not a wall, a fence around the Capitol building, to try to maintain some safety and order, if you will. But yeah, there's real concern that things could escalate this weekend, and not just here in Michigan. It's elsewhere around the country.
All around the country, all 50 state capitals. But I will tell anybody who thinks that this will be a good time to cause trouble, I will promise you that virtually every state will be far more prepared than the sad situation in the United States Capitol.
And Lieutenant Shaw is joining us this morning to talk about that, Paul.
They're on high alert.
Yep.
They're on high alert, as are all police everywhere. And it's only a matter of time before somebody, and I don't mean the sad Air Force veteran, the woman who got shot seemingly inadvertently, but people will get shot if this keeps happening at various state capitals. You cannot have that kind of a situation where guns are present on both sides, where somebody or somebodies are not going to be shot. They will be. It's going to be. It's this weekend will indicate if we are on a road to hell or if we're on a road to healing.
An interesting report out of Bloomberg that said that 21 current or former U.S. members of the military or law enforcement have been arrested or are being looked at in connection to the issues that happened at this in Washington, the raid on the Capitol last week. So 21 former law enforcement or armed U.S. military. That's trouble.
Congressman Meyer, who was on,
yes,
and I didn't bring it up because I don't like to talk about. I've never liked to talk about, and I think the radio station even had a policy at one time. We didn't talk on the air about bomb threats,
right?
And I took that same kind of tact with death threats, specifically for him because he's getting, and I think probably others are getting specific personal death threats, which is just unbelievable.
Some of them are buying body armor and hiring,
including Congressman Meyer.
Yes.
He's one of the guys, and that they, of course, in national news, they don't have any rules like that of decorum, taste, and safety. They blabbered all about it yesterday, with that fact that they're buying Kevlar vests and all the rest of it. It's just crazy, folks. We are better than this, regardless of our issues and our anger and problems. We are better than this. Here's a good note. Be the reason. These are good words to live by. I don't know who said this. Be the reason someone feels welcomed, seen, heard, valued, loved, and supported. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't that be a nice goal every day?
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
For everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Be the reason someone feels welcomed, seen, heard, valued, loved, and supported. If we aimed for that every day, we'd be pretty special people and would have lived or will have lived a very good life, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mean to make it so simple.
It's really that simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I really need to get a smaller forehead.
They have those on Amazon.
I will get one then. Amazon Prime. I will not even have to give them my credit card number, and it will be here before we're done with the show.
That's right.
And you know what? You can also buy these hair pieces that are just the bang.
Yes, I have one.
You can just clip one here, and
Can I borrow yours, Dana?
I'll let you borrow mine.
Oh, Dana, you're always thinking of others.
Well,
I see you, Paul W. You're seen.
Oh, thank you for seeing me. I'm not so sure that's so good, but I'm glad that I am. I feel welcome, seen, heard, valued, loved, and supported.
You just went from that wonderful phrase to a forehead comment.
Well, you have to get real.
It's got to be Friday.
As Dana would put it, we got to get real.
Got to get real.
You're definitely real.
As Rush would put it, I'm the mayor of Realville. So anyway, so this is where we conclude our online part of the program, and go on our merry way. But every day, if you want to try to join us both on the air, 760 on the AM dial, and WJR.com, you can actually watch us the first 45
Who knows what you'll hear or see.
Who knows? Absolutely right. And our Paul's pals, the whole gang, it's a core of this very same people who join us every morning. And slowly but surely, people start joining us and adding on. So you're all welcome. Everybody's welcome, because we want to be the reason you feel welcomed, seen, heard, valued, loved, and supported at 6:15 on WJR.
This report is sponsored by Michelin Endurance Silicone Wiper Blades. Weather can be unpredictable. Be prepared with windshield wipers that can handle anything. Michelin Endurance XT Silicone Wiper Blades are real-world proven for extreme weather performance, lasting 2 times longer. Michelin Endurance XT Silicone Wiper Blades, only available at Walmart.
Said it before, I'll say it again. One of the simplest things you can do that most of us don't remember to do, and that is change our wiper blades. And it makes a world of difference in your driving experience. Let's check our WJR traffic and weather first, and Dana Clark.
Nice and quiet right now. Accident-free, no delays. Construction notes for you in Warren, 9 Mile, both directions, eastbound and westbound between Groesbeck and Van Dyke. The road there reduced to just 1 lane. Now, WJR weather first from the Weather Channel, sponsored by Operating Engineers 324. Operating Engineers 324 run the heavy equipment that's building Michigan's roads. Remember to slow down and pay attention in work zones. For the workers' safety and yours, OE324, we build, we operate, we maintain. Visit OE324.org.
I'll see temperatures drop back a little bit as we head through today into the mid to upper 30s, and some rain and snow showers around this morning, becoming all snow showers this afternoon, maybe an inch or two by this evening. So it could get a little slick later this evening and into the nighttime hours tonight as we do go down below freezing. And some flurries and snow showers stick around mid-20s. Saturday, a few flurries and snow showers mid-30s. Sunday, some snow showers with highs in the mid-30s. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Staging on News Talk 760 WJR.
Whether it's 15 terrifying miles to the first date or 92 miles to